Good morning. Hi, Cassie. Good morning, Sarah. Hi, Jen. Hi, Tiff. Good morning. Hi, Erin. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Nara and Suzette. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hey, Jean. Good morning, Amanda. Here we are in another Monday. Let's see here. I'm trying to get my bearings in this month. Like it just keeps. Is anybody else like that this month or just time in general is just really slipping from you as far as figuring out where you are? Okay, so we're in May. It's the 22nd. This is the last full week of May. Next Monday is the 29th. Okay. All right. All right. So I've navigated into where we are. Good morning, Cindy. Hi, Anna. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Hi, Jules. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Janelle. Good morning, Christine. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome, welcome. You just got the number one gifter badge. Cool. Yeah, this month is definitely strange. Well, I mean, what isn't anymore? I'm coming back. This is my hand, which I'm just like resetting that, hoping that it gives a little bit better light. YouTube doesn't have the best optics, honestly, because of my camera, I think. Well, how is everybody this morning? How was that new moon in Taurus for you? Because holy moly, right? Right? Happy birthday, Jules. Happy birthday. I love it. Good morning, Misty. Christine is tired. I too feel a little tired. Yeah, so let's check in. How are you feeling? Give me like one word to describe how you're feeling this morning. And then I'm going to tell you a story. And then we'll get to the cards. So if you're new here, we talk about stuff and then we pull some cards. And we're going to be back to normal this morning. So just the one deck. And we'll get you some information. Okay. So Jessica feels content. We're just giving one word for how you're feeling today, but if you want more than one word, that's fine. Stephanie's stuck between feeling restless and lost, frustrated, excited, tired, doing my best, alive. Kathy. Janelle's feeling quiet, understood. That makes sense too. Okay. Rested. Well, that's good. Overwhelmed. Confused. Recharged. Curious. Good morning, Melissa. Restless. All right. We're a little bit of a mixed bag this morning, huh, friends? A little bit of a mixed bag on the vibes. Nearest is done. Mentally tired. Good morning, Claudia. Okay. Okay. So we are a mixed bag. We have a little bit of frustration, a little bit of confusion, a little bit of clarity, a little feeling good, a little feeling slow, a little feeling tired, feeling quiet. So we're trail mix this morning, and that's good. That's totally fine, acceptable. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cassie. That it was important that you actually put the emojis because there's so many different ways that we could just be like, yeah, I'm alive. Cassie looks like she's happy to be alive. That was the clarifier. Okay. Well, so I am also alive. It's been a very busy week with all the sports around here, which has kept me like hopping. Like, I don't know, the sports really just went all at it. I think it was because of a few weeks of rain delays. And so we're just packing everything into 3 days and like running all over Pennsylvania and stuff like that. So it's just been physically busy for me, but also um I can feel with this new moon and like the energy that was leading up to the new moon, which of course we've been discussing plenty. Um, I can feel that there is that invitation to newness right now, right? And not just newness, it's an invitation to a new cycle for you, a new way of behaving in your life. Okay. When we talk about stepping into something new, there sometimes does your brain do that thing where you're like, "Oh, everything's about to change, it's gonna be new." So like the external is changing, right? Like everything outside of us is changing. It's really more of an internal change that causes the external change. And if you are still running all the same programs and react the same to specific energies, then you're going to find yourself in possibly another iteration of a similar energy, which if you look back on your life, you'll notice that. And that's not bad. That's actually how we do things. That's how we learn. That's how we have experiences and grow is by having similar experiences in different situations that let us get the full spectrum of that particular experience, right? For a lot of us, and for myself included, right now is a time where we have an invitation to step off of this particular growth spiral. Meaning, maybe you're done with this one and you would like to try something completely different. However, as sovereign beings, you're not just going to be kicked off the growth cycle spiral, even though it can feel that way. You are being invited to do so, but you have to do something about it, right? There's an action that needs to take place. And a lot of times that action is not desirable for so many different reasons, right? And it's the hardest thing to do. And we will spend a lot of time trying to figure out ways how not to do it and still accomplish the same result, right? But at the end of the day, there's something that needs to be done. I know in my life, one of those things for years was actually like ending my marriage. Like I knew that needed to happen, but I also didn't want it to happen because of a million different reasons, right? So I kept trying to fit it in and make it work when in my heart I knew like I don't know how this could happen. Like I don't know how we're going to do it, but I need it to somehow make it happen. And did I learn a lot of new lessons through my continued insistence upon trying? Yes, I did. And I have so much white hair now, which is fine, but um I am tired from it. I have scars from that, like that I wouldn't have. And I'm not saying I don't want them, but it hurts, man. You break bones and it's not great a lot of the time. But also, you know that there's something on the other side of that and you want to get there, right? So I find myself in that same space again where it's like, I don't really want to make the decisions I have to make, but I am because I know that if I don't, it's going to be another one of those situations. So we're here. Now, not everybody is in the same space, and that's important to remember. So wherever you're at in life right now, okay, be there, right? Be there. The energy is supporting you stepping into like whatever it is that you're ready to step into. It's now. It's happening. This new moon energy was basically it wasn't the doorway. It was illuminating the fact that you're already here because you already went through the door. It's kind of like catching up, like having your brain catch up to the fact that you've already landed. You're already smack dab in the middle of it. So here we go. So that is what's happening. And um, there's something else I wanted to tell you too. but I don't know what it is. We'll just let the cards do the talking for now. Oh, that drives me crazy, Janelle, when the sound and lips don't match. Can't handle it. Ooh, we have a jumper. Haven't even made decisions yet. All right, let me give you your three things. We're gonna go with flowers this morning. Okay. Peony, daisy, and wisteria. Peony, daisy, wisteria. What are you feeling this morning? And I'm shuffling. Peony, daisy, wisteria. Peony is back, by the way, which is very exciting. She did not want to come inside, so she's out. She's outside. But I'm kind of excited for that. Peony, daisy, and wisteria. Christine's reordering the flowers. Oh my lord. Ooh, wisteria that she shed. Beautiful. All right. Peony, daisy, and wisteria. All right. Tell me when you're ready. Peony's on deck. TikTok is ready. IG is ready. All right, YouTube, you ready? All right, so this is peony. Again, you're choosing from peony, daisy, or wisteria, or all three. All right, let's do this. All right, so we've got the serpent, perception. This one's been really coming up quite a bit, huh? And the queen, which is apt for peony. Okay, so let's see what this story is. Hmm. Okay, sorry. This is a little bit of a different message this morning than I originally thought it was. All right, so we're going to start with the queen. So, in the area of female friendships and relationships, there is healing taking place. Okay, it's a healing of the relationship of feminine energy to feminine energy. And it is an essential component of dismantling patriarchy. In fact, it's the essential component, and it's been the target the whole time. If we as women attack each other constantly and tear each other down and kind of vie for attention by pulling each other down, we are using our magic like at level one, first of all, and keeping it kind of in this loop with each other. okay? Instead of focusing it on anything else. Right now, the energy is very supportive of that feminine healing. The the healing and the knowledge is coming back to us of connection between women and support between women. However, we are still operating with a lot of the same um, systems, let's say, internally that are counter that. So basically, in your female relationships, in order to create this synergistic healing, there has to be a deep honesty for how broken the system is, right? And for how our brains are translating that into reality. So the perception card is here to assist you in navigating your female relationships, right? But remember, there's also like a kind of a interesting energy here too, where it's like, in order for this, again, synergistic healing to take place, two or more involved in this have to be aware of it. Does that make sense? Like you have to have, you all have to come together with awareness in order to create this synergistic healing. It's not a one-sided situation. It's coming together with that understanding. I'm feeling like gathering, like there's gather energy with it to connect with this knowledge coming through, an integration of like even new ways of being involved in the esoteric together. So the peony message this morning is very much about feminine healing in relationships, and dismantling the parts of those that are trained towards patriarchy and moving them in a different way. So that's your peony message for this morning. Interesting. There's it was kind of an interesting energy that came with it because um, it was very, like Janelle was saying, it was very quiet. This one was very quiet. Sometimes, especially on Mondays, Coffee and Magic can be a little loud, but this was a quiet message, which it makes sense that it was peony, but it felt a little quieter. Okay. Good morning, Denise. All right. So if you're just joining, that was peony. The next one is daisy, and then we have wisteria. All right, here comes Daisy. I didn't see a lot of people choose Daisy. So here's the real question. Will Daisy choose you? We'll see. I think it's interesting in this deck of like, I think 44 cards or so. So many of the same cards always come out. And it's always so curious to me. All right. Daisy, tell me when you're ready. Okay. Ready, ready, ready. All right, let's do this. I have to stop drinking this. I've had too much caffeine, I think. Woo, just felt it rush through my body. Ugh. Okay, so my Daisy friends, you have Lady of the Lake, who has been coming up all the time lately. Lady of the Lake. Truth and partnership. Oh boy, this is a whopper. Can you feel it? Like, oh, this is a lot of power in a triple pull. So we could not start this reading without talking about your boundaries because that's what the lake does. The lady of the lake decides who comes in and who doesn't. And it's all based on energy, not words. So you cannot argue your way into the Isle of Avalon. It is all about your vibration. Do you see what I'm saying? You cannot argue your way in. You cannot use pretty words or education or anything or glamours or anything. You can't. It's all about your vibration that allows you in or not. And so that because it's vibration, it doesn't really have to be up for debate, right? So it's not something we have to overly discuss. You either feel vibrationally matched or you don't at this point. So there's a very important distinction happening with not listening intellectually as much as you are listening for the vibration. Being really careful about the vibrations you allow close to you because you have new skin right now, friends. Okay. We have been doing so much deconstructing, right? It's made us baby skinned. Okay. We haven't gotten tans on our skin yet. We haven't gotten scratches. Like we're really raw. Okay. And if you're not careful about the vibrations you let close, you're going to end up allowing those vibrations to really get in. Okay. Protect the new stuff. Let it firm up. Let yourself heal and transition into the new understanding of how you navigate life before you throw yourself into an energetic soup of everything, right? So it's really being full of discernment, right? When it comes to connecting with energies. Because look, the partnership card is here, which means that this might even be a little overwhelming for you because there is at the same time as you're being cautioned with the energies, right? There is also opportunities for partnership coming up now. So it's kind of like, do I say yes to everything? No, I can answer that for you. No, you don't. This is your opportunity to display some growth, right? And to say, I'm not going to do it unless it's a hell yes for me. And if it's not a hell yes for me, maybe that means I need to sit and just like be with myself for a second so I know how I feel, right? Opportunities for partnership will be ongoing. So if right now you have like, let's say there's three things on the table and everyone's like, oh, you should do this. You should do this. Like, it would be so fun. It would be amazing. I really want you. You're so amazing. Maybe don't succumb to flattery. You are amazing. It is nice to hear it. It is nice to feel wanted. But just because somebody wants you doesn't mean you want them, right? Or does it? That's another thing to think about because I don't know about you, that has been a theme in my life where it's like, if somebody wants me so much, it's almost rude not to want them back or to let them have me, right? Because how could I deny them what they want? If they say like, I love you, I want you, this is perfect for me. Who am I to argue that, right? Like what a bitch I'd be if I was like, "Oh my god, like I hear you, thank you so much, but like I don't reciprocate your feeling." Like, oh, not even a thing, right? Because we have to be appreciative for what we have, guys, right? We have to make do with what we can and what we have now. We're not going to get better, right? And certainly we don't want to be so full of it as to ask for too much and be greedy. So if something's offered to us and it's offered to us and we're flattered, we should just say yes, right? Obviously, I'm not being serious, but I'm just explaining to you that this is how my brain has worked for a very long time and probably yours too. And that's a program we need to take a look at because in this space, we want true partnership with discernment. If you haven't felt it before, you wouldn't recognize it, right? Because it's something that's not really taught. This is not taught to us. We are taught to seek connection with people that we can either fix, take care of, or who can fix or take care of us. All right. It's a very fear based system, it's a very ego based system, and it's based off of lack, right? I'm missing something. You need to give it to me. You're missing something. I need to give it to you. I'm not okay if I don't have you. I can't live in this world without you. Who am I without you? Two pieces make a whole. Like all of those things. Oh my god, right? We're not in that space anymore, or we don't wish to be. And when you are looking at partnership through this new lens, what it actually sounds like is I don't need you. I have my life. I am navigating it, growing, learning, enjoying. I too really love myself and love my life, and I'm growing, navigating, and changing. Hey, let's bring those two amazing, immaculate energies together and see how much bigger we can make each of our own dreams. And let's see how bringing those two things together can create a third thing that we make together by not losing our separate identities, but by having them work together to create a third thing, right? Something spectacular that never existed before. Amazing, right? Don't lose yourself because of a relationship. That's insane, right? If you think about it, but we've been taught to do it. And even, especially the women in relationships, have been taught that losing yourself in service of your relationship and your family is noble. It's noble. So, Daisy came in with this one today. How did it hit for you? The last one is going to be Wisteria. I will shuffle. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Beth. All right, last one is Wisteria. Oof, man, that I'm telling you. So I had coffee this morning, and then I just was like, I'll just make a small cup of tea. And that black tea, the caffeine in the tea is like, whoa, it is not. It's not it this morning. All right. Good morning, Rebecca. This is Wisteria. So if you're just joining us, maybe Wisteria is for you. You can always watch the full Coffee and Magic transmissions on IGTV or YouTube if you wanted to see them from the beginning. And something you should know too, I don't know if you guys like do this ever, but you could absolutely like go through old Coffee and Magics and like use it like Google or something, right? Like just be like, okay, what message do I need right now? And just like pick one and like zip through to something and see if something appeals to you, right? See if a message comes through that you need. You can absolutely use the Coffee and Magics as a tool like that. Like make them work for you. Time doesn't exist. So just because I pulled a message out like 3 months ago doesn't mean it doesn't have something that you could need to hear today, right? Our guides can use all available information, and they do. So use your tools, use your internet tools, because that's why I do it. That's why Coffee and Magic is available in that way, so that you can just use it as you need to. It does not need to be you do not need to be live, is what I'm saying. I mean, I need you to be live here with me because your energy is assisting me, but otherwise I'm just talking to myself and that's super boring. But you know what I'm saying. All right, here comes your Wisteria. All right, you guys, take a deep breath. All right. Just tell me when you're ready. Jacinda's already ready. The rest of you, tell me. Okay. TikTok is ready. IG, you ready? This is Wisteria. Oh, hey, Mary Beth. Excuse me. All right. So you have the Merlin. You have letting go. And you have trust. Do I even need to give you this reading? Can you give it to me? Do you know what it's about to tell you? Well, no, just kidding. We'll do it. We'll do it regular. So we've got Merlin, letting go, and trust. It is a full sentence this morning. So we'll just go ahead and give you the sentence. You already made a decision about letting something go. And here you are, letting your mind put you through your paces, right? Did I, should I, right? Because you're uncomfortable. Do you know why you're uncomfortable? Because it's uncomfortable. You're supposed to feel uncomfortable. It is not supposed to feel easy to let things go. Okay. And this particular message, my Wisteria friends, is really asking you to dive into the alchemy of letting go and what does that actually mean? And if you think you're letting go but you're not trusting, are you really letting go? No, you're pretend letting go. And think about it for a second because it's different for everybody, but you have a very specific way that you pretend to let go of things, don't you? Don't you have a secret special way that nobody knows about? And it's like, I've let go of this, but you're secretly like fingers crossed behind your back and not really letting go of it because you do not trust that if you fully let go, it's going to be okay. But then you're asking yourself, well, why hasn't the new thing come in? And it's because you've secretly been not letting go of it. Okay. So it's time to hack your own hacks, my friends, because your hacks are getting in the way of your growth. You are too clever at fucking with your own system. And now it's time to level up and get a little more clever than your system that you've already established. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? So letting go is going to have to need some new vocabulary for you and an understanding of what the alchemy of that is. Okay. We don't like to be uncomfortable. It's true. But sometimes things are uncomfortable. Also true. The other part of this is we've been taught that in order to grow, we have to be uncomfortable and endure pain, right? Like it's like the no pain, no gain, like push through, it's uncomfortable, it's going to be good on the other side. And that's, that has merit. Of course it does. But don't forget the other parts too. Growth also occurs in moments of joy and expansion. Okay? It doesn't just occur in moments of trauma and tragedy. Okay? It doesn't always have to be a heart ripping, like soul splitting experience in order to have growth. There's different ways to grow, guys. And you can now open yourself up to the full spectrum of what that means. Don't just give credit to your growth from the hard things you've endured. Also, give credit to the moments of joy and success that you've had, because all of those things come together and equal growth, not just the hard stuff. Not just the hard stuff. Okay. So if you're in the hard stuff, fine. Are you also allowing yourself to hold hard stuff? And oh my God, are you allowing yourself to hold the difficult things while also holding the joyous things? Can you hold both of those things? Can you know that they exist in the world simultaneously and in your life simultaneously? It's asking you to get a little more esoteric and scientific about your experience with this, right? It doesn't always have to be one way. So, again, to recap with the wisteria, time to hack your own hack. If you said you let go of something, but you have a secret special way that nobody knows about that allows you to hold on to something while pretending you let go, and then you're like, why didn't the new thing come in? Just kind of look honestly and with a little humor, right? Like, it's funny. Like, it's kind of funny if you think about it, that like we're all over here like, oh my God, we let go. How come? And then like secretly, like, we're like, oh, I'm just holding on a little bit. It's funny. I think it is. Anyway, you have to laugh sometimes because like we're ridiculous, right? We're like small children who like will get if we can get away with it, we're gonna get away with it, no harm, no foul. But it's a little bit foul now, so it's time to upgrade and not do that anymore. Because if you do truly want a new experience at this time, if that's what you're stepping into, you really are going to have to be very honest, brutally honest with yourself, and allow yourself to have the full spectrum of your own life experience, not just a little bit. Okay. So that is your wisteria for this morning. Wisteria coming in and serving, right? So, okay, cool. I think we got it. Again, this was quite a nice new moon, right? Nice in a way, if nice means brutal and honest and unrelenting, right? But also new chapter. New chapter is here. For some of us, a whole new book. Mm, but it's still you. It's still you navigating, doing awesome. Be proud of yourself. And remember, we can hold a multitude of different things at the same time. Do not cheat yourself out of an experience, also, just because it's uncomfortable. Okay. Uncomfortable is fine. And so is gentle and ease and joy. All of those things are good. All of them have purposes and they can exist simultaneously. All right, I'm going to go. I love you. I hope you have a really good week. I will be back with Coffee and Magic at 10 a.m. on Friday. I will see my Normalized Magic members on Wednesday. Can't wait. And if you are interested in one on one sessions with me, send me a DM on IG. I love you. Mwah. Goodbye, YouTube. And goodbye, TikTok.